Many years ago, a famous professor traveled across the country to meet a respected Zen master. The professor had spent most of his life studying philosophy, religion, and human behavior. People admired him for his intelligence. Students listened carefully to every word he spoke, but despite all his knowledge, something inside him still felt restless. He had heard stories about the Zen master's wisdom and decided to visit him personally. When he finally arrived at the small temple in the mountains, he expected deep answers and powerful teachings. The Zen master welcomed him warmly and invited him inside for tea. As they sat together, the professor immediately began speaking. He talked about his studies, his experiences, his understanding of life, and the theories he believed in. Every time the Zen master tried to speak, the professor interrupted with another opinion or explanation. The master simply listened quietly. After a while, the Zen master picked up a teapot and began pouring tea into the professor's cup. The tea slowly rose to the top, but the master didn't stop pouring. Soon the cup overflowed. Tea spilled onto the table, then onto the floor. The professor jumped up in frustration. Stop, he shouted. The cup is already full. It can't hold any more. The Zen master calmly placed the teapot down. Then he looked at the professor and said softly, like this cup, your mind is already full. The room became silent. The professor stared at him without speaking. The master continued, you have filled your mind with opinions, assumptions, pride, and the need to always be right. You came here wanting wisdom, but there is no space left inside you to receive it. Those words hit the professor deeply. For the first time, he realized something painful. He had not come to learn, he had come to prove how much he already knew. And because of that, he had closed himself to real understanding before the conversation even began. The Zen master then smiled gently and said, to learn something new, you must first empty your cup. The professor lowered his head quietly. That moment changed him because he finally understood that intelligence alone does not create wisdom. A person can read thousands of books and still know very little if their mind is closed. True growth begins with humility, with listening, with accepting that no matter how much you know, there is always more to understand. From that day forward, the professor stopped trying to win every conversation. He started asking more questions, listening more carefully, learning from people he once ignored, and slowly the restlessness inside him began to disappear. Because the moment he emptied his cup, life finally had space to pour something new into it.